Hey everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. This is where the magic happens and the floor is made of money. Literally. What I've got for you guys today is what I'm gonna call my summer dip series. Just make sure you're set up here okay. So what I thought I'd do is just spend a little bit of time showing you guys some easy dip ideas that you can make this summer, things that are healthy and fresh and tasty and a heck of a lot cheaper than the stuff you're going to buy at the grocery store, which you can easily make at home and probably a lot better for you as well. So what I've got for you today is, I guess, episode 1, and I don't really have a name for this dip yet, but maybe you guys can come up with one. So what are the ingredients that we're working with today? We've got some fresh garlic. We've got some fresh baby dill. We've got lemon juice. We've got feta cheese. We've got hemp hearts, healthy fats, omega-3s, protein, complete protein, all that good stuff. And we're gonna throw these all together into an easy dip, right? So what I use to make this easy to blend together is just NutriBullet. You guys, if you may have a blender at home or something like that, you can use that. It just makes it easy to combine all the ingredients together and get kind of the consistency that you're looking for. So how we're gonna do this, so I've got a big cup. I find in terms of the sequence of the ingredients going into the cup does make a difference. So you kind of want some of the heavier stuff going in first, because if you put the dill in first and blend all the heavy stuff up, you're never going to get the dill blended up. So I find there's really kind of like two kinds of chefs in this world: those who weigh everything and follow the recipe to a T, and those who don't weigh anything and just kind of wing it. And I'm probably more the don't weigh, wing it kind of guy. But I'll do my best to give you guys some approximate measurements here in case you want to do this yourself. So starting out, so I've got 2 cloves of garlic peeled. 2 cloves for this amount is probably going to be a little bit more on the garlicky side, and you guys can decide how much you like or dislike that taste of garlic. And really you just have to kind of rough chop it, just to make it a little bit easier for the blender, but you don't have to dice it up finely or anything like that, because the blender's going to do that work for you. And then I'll put in feta cheese next. I'm gonna rinse my knife off so it doesn't end up making the cheese taste like garlic, which maybe isn't a bad thing. And how much feta am I going to use? Go with that. So this is a block, 2 by 3 by 1 inch, something like that. If I throw it on the old food scale here, got about 115 grams of feta cheese going in. And I'm just going to dice this up a little bit to make it easier for the blender. That's going in the cup. Trying to get it in the cup. Right, you don't really need to add any salt to this thing because the feta cheese gives it some saltiness. I guess you could put some pepper in if you wanted. There's the feta. Then I'm going to put the hemp hearts. And honestly, I'm probably using somewhere around 1/3 of a cup, 1/4 cup to 1/3 of a cup. So I'm going to go with 1/3 of a cup today. And you can always, adjust the proportions to suit your needs. I just happen to have you know, a half plus another quarter of a lemon here. So I'm gonna put all that in, but it's probably about the juice of half a lemon. I tried to remove all the seeds beforehand, but one just went in there. So I'm gonna get that out. I'm just gonna use my hand to grab any of the seeds, and if you've got a citrus juicer, you could use that too. Okay, there's that. Get that one seed out. Okay, now the dill. How much dill am I putting in? A lot. A lot. Every time I've made this, I find that there really isn't like too much dill. So I'm just gonna kind of pull most of the leaves off the stalks, which I guess I maybe should have done before I started filming. And that's okay, we'll work quickly here. And really, I think if some of the stalk goes in, it's probably fine, because it's all gonna get blended up anyway, right? So how much dill am I using here? It's gonna be probably, I mean, this isn't packed down, but it's gonna be probably close to a cup of dill, fresh dill. You could use cilantro too. We were talking about cilantro a little bit there a while back, and I've tried it that way and I like it, but I like the dill better. Dill tastes better in this one. Right, and then you can have this dill, you can, or sorry, this dip, you could just dip veggies in it. Carrots, cucumber, broccoli, cauliflower, right? Take it as a snack kind of thing with you. I have actually put it on chicken breasts as like a coating. You could bake it that way, or you could bake the chicken and then put it on afterwards. You could eat it with crackers, things like that. So there's lots of ways you can do this. And I've done a bunch of these dips with my students in class, and this one is always by far the favorite. Everybody likes this one the most. So I figured I'd start with this one. So I've got a good bunch of dill here, just out of curiosity. How much does that weigh? So that's like 18 grams of fresh dill, or like I said, it's probably about a cup's worth or something like that. That's gonna go in. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, right? And I find that the water just helps it to blend a little bit more easily, and also helps with creating the consistency that you want. So a little bit more water, obviously, a little bit more of a runnier dip. And if you use less water, then it's gonna stay a little bit thicker in the consistency. And that might depend on how you're using it. Are you using it as a dip, or are you using it you know, on top of chicken or something like that? So I'm gonna fill the cup probably close to halfway up in terms of the total volume of stuff that I have in there. Water, how much did I put in? I don't know, half a cup maybe? Something like that. And now we're gonna blend it. And that's pretty much it. After I've blended it, I could always check the consistency, right? Is it a little bit runnier than I wanted? Is it a little bit too thick? I can add more water. In this case, I'd say mine is probably a little bit runnier than I wanted, so I could always add in a little bit more of the hemp hearts. They do a great job of thickening it up. When they get blended in there, you could always add in a little bit more feta cheese, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna blend in a little bit more of the hemp hearts now. and that's it. Smells amazing. Nice bright green color. Right, throw that into a Tupperware. Take it on the road with you. Throw it into a bowl for some snacks. Like I said, with veggies, crackers, anything. Right, there's like so many different ways that you can use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my unnamed dill, garlic, feta cheese, hemp heart dip, and there'll be more to come. Take care. Have a great day, guys.